Here's Charlotte.
Thank you for joining me today on Charlotte, the Mayor Wilcox Show. But today, it's not about me. It's about Highland Village, and home is Highland Village. We have taken all the great reasons to live in Highland Village and added more. We've completed new parks and put forth a plan to improve our infrastructure. We've opened new businesses and communities. We've completed our public safety upgrades and held a bond election, all while lowering our ad valorem tax rate. Thank you everyone for joining me for the Mayor Wilcox Show. I think you're going to find that we have accomplished a lot in Highland Village, and I know you're going to be as excited about Highland Village as I am. So here in Highland Village, we are known for having fun around all of our events. We have events around music, art, holidays. We honor our local veterans and the Texas Fallen Police officers. So let's hear about those events from the people that make it happen.
We put on a lot of great events in Highland Village, and last year we had 3 major events. Andrew, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do for the art festival?
The Highland Village Art Festival takes place the first Saturday in May and benefits a local nonprofit. It's an opportunity for local artists to come out and display and also sell their artwork. We also have entertainment, children's activities, and artist demonstrations.
Very nice event. The next big event that we do is the Texas Fallen Officer Bike Race. Yep. Tell us a little bit about that.
So this year we celebrated the 10th annual Fallen Officer Bike Race at the shops at Highland Village. With their great support, we've been able to add a kids zone, the Citizens Bike Race, a 5K, and then this last year we had Infinite Journey perform during the evening, and they did an amazing job. But we also want to remember while we're there, just honoring the fallen officers and honoring their families and remembering the sacrifice that they've made for our communities and our state.
So last year was the 10th anniversary of the event, and we've also honored local veterans as well at the Salute Our Veterans Luncheon. We take sponsorships from the community and from the businesses to allow a veteran and their guests to come at no charge. And really the highlight of the event is we pass the mic around the room and let each veteran stand up and tell us a little bit about their time in the service. We also have Congressman Burgess at the event giving congressional commendation to veterans in his district. So those are the main events that we put on here in Highland Village, and we hope that we will see you and your family out at these events this year.
And now, let's receive some updates on the new businesses and residential developments. The city's first 55 and older gated community is under construction, bringing 100 new homes to our city. Ladera Highland Village is an age-restricted, maintenance-free residential community with an amenity center and walking trails. We look forward to its completion. The Highland Village Town Center will soon house a community of home decor fashion shops in the vintage market known as the Painted Tree Marketplace. The new tenant will take up a portion of the space recently vacated by Kroger in the Highland Village Town Center. The concept is very successful and will be a great addition to our city. And the Highland Village Farmers Market will continue to operate at this location each Sunday. And speaking of food, the Highland Village Business Association has partnered with Jay Marks and his popular Foodie Friday blogs to showcase Highland Village eateries. These videos have been a great way to promote Highland Village restaurants, and best of all, they are produced for the businesses at no charge. That's a wrap. So joining me now is Highland Village's new Parks and Recreation Director, Phil Lozano. Phil, you are new to the Highland Village family. You have hit the ground running, and we welcome you. You have got some projects on the horizon.
Yes, absolutely, and I'm so excited to be here. The park and trail system is absolutely beautiful, and I look forward to continuing the work that has already started.
Well, we opened the Doubletree Ranch Park this year.
Yes, absolutely, and what a beautiful regional park it is. Well, the park offers several amenities, from a mile of hike and bike trails, a grand pavilion and lawn area for families, a pond for fishing. We have a splash pad there. We also have permanent concessions, and we have a barn that can be used for events like birthday parties, weddings, any other type of function. Beautiful, beautiful park, well thought out, and we're very, very proud of it here.
So Phil, this year we opened our dog park. The community members that are dog owners were very passionate about it, and they were instrumental in getting that park opened.
You know what? It's right down the street. What do you say me and you go and check it out?
This is really great, Bill.
Yes, it is.
You know, our employees had a huge part in making this happen.
Yes, they did. They designed and installed the irrigation for this park that helped cut the cost of the total project.
They did. Our residents and their dogs love this.
Absolutely. They sure do. Gets used quite a bit.
It does. So, Phil,
Yes.
do you mind picking that up?
What? That?
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
Phil, watch out! Come on, Phil, let's go. Don't put your foot in.
Really?
Yeah, no, don't. Come on, guys, help us out. Pick up after your dogs. So in November, our residents approved 2 propositions on the bond election. The first was for the reconstruction of 23 streets, and the second were for different parks and recreation projects. So now, let's hear from the staff that oversee those projects.
The residents of Highland Village passed a bond in November. We had slated on their Unity Park. That park is going to get an upgrade to Kids Castle. In addition to that, we had an opportunity to add a softball field. We are in the process of the design work and engineering work that is needed for Kids Castle. We got to kind of wait a little bit until the drainage work has been identified because of the proximity of it to the pond. And then at Brazos Park, adding an additional parking lot is going to alleviate a lot of the pressure for residents that live around Brazos Park.
The residents are going to get a street improvement project out of the bond. Now the city has several hundred streets in its network. The 23 identified in the bond package are identified for immediate action. So we're going to develop 4 construction projects. We're going to take those streets down to subgrade. We're going to remove all the asphalt, treat the subgrade with cement or lime, and totally reconstruct the street. We're also going to address some drainage issues that we have.
So we work off a multi-year outlook, and we anticipate debt issuance. That allows us to stay within our existing tax rate. For this issue, we had 2 primary objectives. First and foremost was no increase in the tax rate. We also have a policy which defines a target range of the debt component of our tax rate. We accomplished both. And the icing on the cake is that in this process of issuing debt, we were actually upgraded to a AAA rating by Standard & Poor's, which is a tremendous accomplishment for our city. Little Highland Village now has a higher bond rating than the state of Texas and the United States government.
Last year, we had to make some tough decisions about our utility rate. For the past 10 years, we've maintained the same rate, and we realized that that rate was not going to be able to sustain us. So today, I have City Manager Mike Levitt, who's going to talk to us about our utility system in Highland Village.
Thank you, Mayor. Pleasure being here and pleasure being with everyone today. We had to make a change in our utility system rate structure. The old rate structure was based on a higher summertime usage. In 2012, we shifted to a more conservation mindset here in North Texas. Since then, we've had some very wet summers, and the residents have also decreased their water usage. We were seeing anywhere from an $800,000 to $900,000 deficit. And it's important to remember the cost to maintain the system remains the same regardless of how much water is used. So for us to continue to fund the utility system, we had to make an adjustment. In June, we developed a new rate structure that doesn't rely on volume usage, but is concentrated more on the base water usage. Council delayed the actual implementation for 4 months to allow for an education plan. And the new rate structure went into effect October 1st of last year. I feel like it's been very well received by residents. The new rate structure is providing the revenue that we needed. We made the right steps in going forward in modifying our rates.
So Mike, our utility bills did go up, but we were able to save our residents in other ways.
Most certainly, Mayor. We were very fortunate. I think we're all proud to say in 2018 we actually lowered our ad valorem property tax We also, with our seniors, increased the exemption from $50,000 to $75,000. 22% of Highland Village residents are 65 and older or have a disabled classification. So I feel that we've been very transparent. And in fact, we have a new initiative. Our residents will be able to go to the city website, go to the finance department, and look for your tax dollars at work. And you actually enter in where you live. You can select, if you are a senior, the disabilities and any other exemptions that may be associated to your property. In turn, it gives you what you pay in taxes to the city of Highland Village. And we've taken it one step a little farther, is we break it out based on the percentages of allocations of each budget.
I did go in and put my address in, and it was really neat to see. So I encourage every Highland Village resident to go in and do that. And now I just want to say one thing about our AAA bond rating that we just received the news on. We are very excited, and I want to give credit where credit's due. It's not because of just this council. It was past councils. It's the staff.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. I'd like to thank you for joining me for the State of the City. It's been a great year in Highland Village. But before we go, I've got gifts for everyone. New roof. New roof. Everybody gets a roof. You get one. And you get one. Everybody gets a new roof. You get a roof? You get, no, not you, Tom.
New roofs for everyone in Highland Village will be built by the construction company of the homeowner's choice and paid for by the homeowner's insurance company. All roofs must comply with city ordinances, be permitted, and pass inspection.
If I was you, I'd wanna live in HV2. Live in HV2. Live in HV2.